Leading our bulletin this hour, the UK has finally acted against global management consultancy Bain and Company. It's banned the controversial company from receiving government contracts for 3 years. Bain was found by the state capture inquiry to have aided and abetted corruption at SARS. Let's get more reaction from UK. We're joined by correspondent Julia Chapman. Julia, good morning. Clearly, the age of global accountability is upon us now. Give us more details on the ban and what it entails.
Well, this is being reported this morning by the UK's Financial Times newspaper, which says it has seen a letter from Jacob Rees-Mogg, the Cabinet Office Minister, to the head of Bain and Company here in the UK, saying that the company, the consultancy company, has been banned from Cabinet Office contracts for the next 3 years. Jacob Rees-Mogg is recommending that other government departments follow suit as well. And according to the letter seen by the FT, Jacob Rees-Mogg said that Bain and Company is guilty of grave professional misconduct, which renders its integrity questionable. Now, this comes, of course, after the state capture inquiry pointed the finger at Bain, among other consultancies, for conducting itself in a bad way, saying that it had colluded with the Jacob Zuma government to help undermine some of South Africa's institutions. That is something that has been rejected by Bain. It admits that there were some failings in its work in South Africa, but broadly speaking, it disagreed with the inquiry's findings. Nevertheless, there have been calls among prominent Lords peers here in the UK that Bain and other consultancies should be banned from government contracts, and now we are seeing the first of those take action today.
Then tell us about the role played by Lord Peter Hain in this whole process leading up to the ban, because I know there was a letter he had written a bit earlier to the Prime Minister earlier this year.
That's right. Lord Hain was a prominent anti-apartheid campaigner many decades ago, and he has been one of the staunchest leaders for this campaign to have the government ban contracts, government tenders for these consultancies that were involved in corruption in South Africa. Now, earlier this year, it didn't look likely that that was going to happen because it was considered that Bain, for its part, wasn't really playing a very big role in government contracts in the UK. Since 2018, Bain has had £63 million in government contracts. It did quite a lot of Brexit consultancy for the government, for example. But over the last few months, Jacob Rees-Mogg, the Cabinet Office Minister, has been consulting with QCs here to try to get a better idea of how Bain is involved in public life in the UK and whether it should be. It has determined that 3 years would be enough for the company to restore its reputation. The ban is a retroactive one. It started back in January, so it's now only about 2.5 years that it's got left. But this is certainly being hailed by Lord Peter Hain today as a very important moment and an important step for the government to hold Bain and Company and other consultancies accountable, and there are calls for the United States to do this as well. Britain is the first country to ban government contracts for a company that was involved in state capture in South Africa.
No, it most certainly is a significant move, because these are transgressions in other parts of the world, but clearly, like I said earlier, that we're seeing global accountability here, where possibly even the US might follow suit, like you say. But the 3 years, is Lord Peter Hain and others satisfied, in as much as they say that it will give them time to fix their problems? Is 3 years actually adequate?
Well, we haven't had direct reaction from Lord Hain this morning yet, but certainly 3 years is being considered enough time by the UK government for Bain and Company to restore its reputation. There has been a reaction from Bain, according to the Financial Times, saying that they believed that the inquiry mischaracterized their actions in South Africa, and they are disappointed and surprised by the move by the UK government, but they say they will take all the steps that are necessary to restore trust in the work that they've done here in the UK and around the world.
Julia, thank you very much for that update. That is a UK correspondent, Julia Chapman.